All right, folks, you will be creating a new web page that can be found live on the internet. And so you're going to be using an app called Glitch. So what you're going to need to do first is open a Chrome window and go to glitch.com. Once you go to glitch.com, you're going to click in the top right corner where it says sign up, and then you're going to click log in with Google. Go ahead and pause the video and then log in with Google. Once you log in with Google, you will be at a page that looks something like this. This is a Glitch dashboard where you manage your projects and whatnot. So again, Glitch is an app that allows you to build sites that are live on the internet. It does have a glitch.com URL attached to it, but you can create customized URLs which looks more professional when you're building a site. So what you're going to do to start our project is you're going to search for last name starter website. Okay, so last name starter website, you're going to search for that. And then when you search for it, you should see this come up. This is going to be the template that allows us to build our starter website. When you open it up, you're going to click on View Source. All right, and so here's where we're at. Now, in Dash, we were working in a way that wasn't exactly lined up with how things actually look on the internet. But here, you're going to see these are how HTML files and CSS and JavaScript works together. So we've got our index.html, which is just kind of our basic page. Our script.js is where our JavaScript is, and our style.css is where we put our styling for our web page. Okay. What I'm going to want you to do first is click Remix to Edit in the top right corner. So you're going to remix to edit, and it should turn green where it says you can now edit this project. Let it load. All right. Now let's start working with some basic things. First, I need you to change this URL. So you're going to go to Settings, and you're going to click on Edit Project Details, and you're going to change this to your last name. And you can call it whatever, starter website. I'll just put my last name website, and you're going to click Save. Okay. And so let's get started. What does our web page even look like? Well, in the bottom corner or in the bottom toolbar, you're going to see a bunch of different icons. If you click on Preview and click on Open in a Preview pane, this is what our website looks like. This is the URL for it. Oops, I just got rid of it. Let me put it back. That's the URL for it. So your last name website.glitch.me, you can type that into your phone, your iPad, and you've got a live website. Well, there's nothing on there right now, so let's actually add some stuff. So here is what actual code looks like, and you saw some of this from last year when we were working in web development. We've got our head tags, which go at the beginning of our web page, which has all the stuff that you don't see. So this is going to be changed here to your name, and I'm going to put my Mr. Uman page. You'll put your first and last name. All right, that's taken care of. Let's actually start some content, and if you recall, the content is started right here within the body tags. So there's only a few pieces of content that I'm requiring you to have. Go ahead and add in a heading and put in your name. Okay. Next, what I want you to add in is just a paragraph tag and just another sentence, and it can be about anything. So I'll just put, welcome to my web page. Okay. The third thing that I want you to add is a link to another website. Okay. But now you're going to put a link to a picture. Okay. So like usually when you get to websites, sometimes it's linked with text and sometimes pictures linked to other places. So we're going to grab a picture. I'm going to go ahead and get a Bulls logo. And so if I go to, all right, so if I go to Google search Chicago Bulls logo and I find a Bulls logo, if I two-finger click on it, and then I'm going to click Save Image As, and then you can save it to the desktop, and you can call your image whatever you want. Logo. Okay. So I'll put that in there, and now I've got Bulls logo. Now I want to remove the background images, or the background of this, because I want a nice clean image. So I'm going to go to remove background, or remove.bg. Okay. When I get to remove.bg, this website allows me to take the background off of any image. So I'm going to upload my image, and I'm going to look on the desktop, Bulls logo. Okay, and so now it removed it, and I'm going to download my image. Okay, so I've got my Bulls logo image with the background removed. Okay, now let me get back to my website, and let's add some things in here. So on a regular web page, you're going to have assets, which are all of your images or pictures or other files that you're going to have. So I'm going to click on assets, and I'm going to upload my asset here. I'm going to look for downloads. It was my Bulls logo remove BG. And so I'm going to upload that. Okay. Now, when I click on this, I can delete it. I can rename it. I can copy the URL. Well, I want to copy the URL because I want to add it to my web page. So I'll go back to my index.html. And the code, if you recall, for an image is imgsrc. And then you're going to put quotation marks. And now you're going to do a Command V and copy your Bulls logo, or whatever your logo is, whatever your image that you want. You can pick whatever picture you want. Okay. So now I've got an image there. Okay. The last thing that I want to do is I want to make this a clickable link. So I'm going to go and find the Bulls website. So here's the Bulls website. I'm going to copy that URL, which is Command C. Let me go back to my web page. Now here's what I want to do to make this image clickable is I'm going to, in front of the imgsrc tag, I'm going to put an A space href tag equals quotation marks, and I'm going to put the Bulls link there, Command V. I'm going to close that, and now look, it created a closing A tag right here, but I need my closing A tag to go on the other side of my image. Okay, so now my closing A tag is on the other side of my image. When I hover over it, I see that it's clickable, but when I click on it, it's not going anywhere. Well, what you actually need to do is preview it in a new window. And now when I click on my Bulls logo, it actually takes me to my Bulls, the Bulls website. Okay, so there, I've got the three fundamental things that I was looking for with your name, just a quick text, and then an image that's linkable. Now I want to add in some CSS. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my style.css, and remember, it is linked. The style.css is linked using this line of code in my head tag. So if I go to my style.css, I'm just going to change a couple things. First of all, I want you to change the color of either your title or your paragraph or both. Doesn't matter to me. So like for my title, if I change the color, I can pick whatever color I want. Blue. And don't forget your semicolon. If you don't like those colors and you want something a little bit more fancy, well, just go to something like HTML color picker. And when you go to HTML color picker, you're going to see 16 million different color types here. And so you can see, like, you can take this, you can take this, or you can take this and put in your code. I'll go ahead and take this and put that in my code. So instead of color blue, I'm going to put that, and now you see that it's changed to what's called a hex color, hexadecimal color. Okay. If you want to do something for your paragraph, that's fine. I'll make this color red. Okay. And then last thing that I want you to change is your background color. So I'll change that in my body. So background dash color, let's say pink. There we go. Okay, so now I've asked you to change those three things in your CSS. And last but not least, this is going to be actually JavaScript, but I'm not going to use my JavaScript file. I'm actually going to write it in my index.html. Right underneath my welcome to my web page, I'm going to put code for button. Okay, and my button is going to say click me. Okay, so now I've got this clickable button, but it's not doing anything. Here's where JavaScript comes into play. You can type in JavaScript in the script.js, which is fine, but for today's example, I'm just going to type it straight into the HTML. What you're going to type in is onClick, which is a JavaScript function, and you're going to put equals, quotation mark, this dot inner capital HTML equals capital date, parentheses, and make sure that you've got your quotation mark on the end. Okay. What does that JavaScript do? Well, when I click on it, it changes and updates to the date for today. Okay. All right. That's all I need you to do for this web page. You've changed your name, added a paragraph, a picture. You change those three things in your style.css, meaning your H1 or your heading or paragraph color, your background color, and sorry, two things required. And then lastly, added in that JavaScript button. What you're going to do is you're going to share this page by clicking on, I want the live site, so I need you to copy that. So once you copy that live site, all you need to do is Command C, take that to here and put that as a comment, and you are done. All right, let me know if you have any questions.